It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
That's P1, and we're in front of Norris, Verstappen and Behrman. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 07.5. They're in third. Okay, so their best lap time, 1:07.8.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint, not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be key to any overtaking prospects today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Golden Boy lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Behrman, Vesti, Iwasa, Crawford, Doohan, Joe, Fittipaldi, Boschung, Deruvala, Theo Pourchaire, Hauger, Stanek, Martins, Leclerc, Cordial, Sargent, a Red Bull, a Haas, and a Sauber rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony David. Here we go then, the formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. We're almost ready to start the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Lap of the race, final lap. lap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 5.4 seconds. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
It's a Saturday showdown. Anyone fancy some hot laps around Interlagos? It's qualifying day here for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Position, front of the pack, and just behind us are Norris, Doohan and Verstappen. The fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 07.4.
Welcome along then to where heroes and history are made. It's where the 2008 title was decided in the very final corner. And just 1 year later, Jenson Button stormed through from 14th on the grid to claim his one and only Drivers' Championship. It's time then for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. That gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Ollie Bearman completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Vesti, Golden Boy, Doohan, Verstappen, Iwasa, Crawford, Joe, Fittipaldi, Daruvala, Boschung, Théo Pourchaire, Hauger, Leclerc, Stanek, Sargent, Cordial, a Red Bull, a Haas, Martins, and a Sauber rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this driver. What a sprint it was. They start at 0 once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
The formation lap gets underway here in Brazil. Some memorable moments in history have come from this very circuit. Will we be treated to another today? Well, let's find out. We're almost ready to start the race as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. ahead, 2.7 seconds. P9, you're running P9, keep going. That's Beauchamp just ahead, push for the position. They're on old mediums, and Fittipaldi's behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first place, 16.1 seconds. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time, 5 laps, 27 laps to go. Levels are going to start falling away soon. go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Nice overtake. Okay, 18th. You're in 18th place. Martin's ahead. Okay, they're on old softs. Sargent behind. Okay, they're on old softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, gap ahead, 4.3 seconds. And that's P18, P18. Martins is just ahead. Let's push and go and get him. Okay, they're on old softs. Sargent behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. And that's 23 laps to go. Coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. You're currently in P10. That's Vesti just ahead. Push hard. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Crawford's behind. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 35.4 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. You've got 20 laps left until the end. Max is coming in for his stop. Running a bit low, look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD. Time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Okay mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Race over, take care of the car on the way in.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
You always look back at a race like this and think, if I'd just made that mistake there or locked up here, there would have been contact. And every one of those overtakes is a moment where you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff indeed.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors is cleared and we're making good profit against our running costs. Not an easy decision, but you handled it well. Thanks. Thanks. I know these kinds of decisions can be challenging, but I think you made the right call.